Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I am Koichi, and in this video I'm going to go over the latest Mega Monster. So that is going to be Goddess Perselia. So this is actually going to be, like I mentioned before, a 4-star Mega Monster. So going to be very challenging. Also recommended for level 70. But I believe I do have a good strategy for getting through this particular Mega Monster. So there are lots of strategies online for doing one-hit punches or one-hit strikes against this particular enemy. So I'm not going to actually be doing that. I'm going to be doing a kind of a long-term strategy, I guess you could say, which is to focus on trying to get her charged meter down to 0. So that's actually going to be very beneficial. But over here, I'm going to have a guardian equipped with the scroll of enlightenment. So this is again this weapon was used that I used in the Mikazuchi battle as well. That was actually quite effective against her for removing a lot of her buffs using this particular weapon, and also stand firm. Things are going to be a bit different now because reflected spells spells that are reflected back will have no effect on Perselia, but this still will actually work into my benefit. Then over here, I'm going to have a dragon equipped with the Dragon God King's staff, so going to be used here for Mera damage. So that's going to be one of the weaknesses of this particular enemy, so Mera and Gita. So hopefully I will actually be able to do some very nice damage, especially later on in the battle as the Dragon Blood buff actually is increased. Then over here I'm going to have a Demon Swordsman equipped with the latest weapon, so that's going to be the God Eater Greatsword. So here in terms of the souls that I'm using, those are going to be Gira based. So going to be using Gira damage for this particular weapon. Then over here, this is going to be a demon equipped with the Sword of the 8 Dragon Gods. So that's going to be again used for Dragon Soul Infinite, used for meta damage. So before, like I mentioned, you want to actually have different attributes to use, or you don't want the same attribute used consecutively, because it's going to switch the actual resistances to that defect, and she will actually take less damage from it. But if you want to know more about this team, you can look down in the video description down below. But now what I want to do is actually go over the abilities of this particular Mega Monster. So Goddess Perselia is going to be a question marked enemy, going to have around 750,000 HP if this is going to be soloed. Going to have about 3 actions per turn, weaknesses, Gira, Mera, and slightly Jibadia as well. So Perselia is going to have a sudden activation ability, which is going to be Kaminari no Koromo, which is going to be Robe of Thunder. So with this, it's a sudden activation ability that gives Perselia Tension level 2, Electrified Feathers, or charged max level. Going to give her the attribute defect buff again. You don't want to use the same attribute consecutively. You're going to have Disruption Wave Guard, and you're also going to have Critical Hit Guard as well. So that's going to be the effect of this particular sudden activation ability. After that, the next ability we're going to have is going to be Kaminari no Kyofu, which is Thunder and Raging Winds. This does 60% damage of character's max HP with a chance to cause paralysis. After that, she's going to also have Bashirura. So again, Bashirura is a spell that blows one character away from the battle for 2 turns. After that, we're going to have Murasaki Kaminari no Oyari, which is Purple Lightning Spear. This does around 450 spell damage twice to random characters, while increasing Perselia's evasion rate by 1 rank, spell resistance by 1 rank, and increases her charge buff as well. After that, she's going to have Zazampa Toki Nagarashi, which is going to be Rippling Wave Time Flow. This does around 400 Zaba spell damage to all characters, with an effect of speeding up time to decrease the duration of character buffs by 1 turn. After that, she's going to have an ability called Randa Sanda, which is going to be Random Strikes. This does around 190 damage 4 times to random characters. After that, going to have Kaminari, which is Thunder Arrow. This does around 500 spell damage to 1 character, increases Perselia's evasion rate and spell resistance by 1 rank, and increases her charge level by 1. After that, going to have Jaki no Kiri, which is going to be Evil Mist. This gives all characters the weakened debuff with 2 ranks. And after that, going to have Mahotora, which steals around 250 or 240 MP from 1 character, and also going to have a protective shield of Mamori no Tate. So this ignores damage once. So pretty much the next attack that you do, it will actually be rendered ineffective. So my notes for this particular battle, you want to try not to have successive attackers using the same attribute. You want to use attributes that do a great amount of damage to lower the level of her Electrified Feathers buff or her charge buff. You want to use focus in order to guaranteed hits on the enemy. You also want to use, if you have Summer Memory, use Summer Memory for characters that are targeted with Bashirura. Then after that, you want to use Protective Shield to prevent characters from being paralyzed. Then also, you want to equip weapons, gear, and souls that give you damage and resistance to question mark type enemies. So something else that I want to go over here is that there's going to be a pattern to this particular boss, so involving a 6-round pattern. So round 1, she will use Thunder and Raging Winds, followed by Purple Lightning Spear, followed by Bashirura. After that, she'll use round 2, she'll use Rippling Wave Time Flow, Purple Lightning Spear, followed by Protective Shield. After that, she will use Random Strikes, Thunder Arrow, and Mahotora. Round 4, Thunder and Raging Winds, Thunder Arrow, Mahotora. Round 5, Thunder and Raging Winds, Purple Lightning Spear, Evil Mist. And round 6, Rippling Wave Time Flow, Purple Lightning Spear, and Protective Shield. So like I said, what I want to do here is actually focus on whittling her down as much as possible so I can actually get her charge level to 0. Once that happens, she will actually be not only be she will actually be silenced and also will lose a turn as well. So that's actually going to be a big chance for you to do some major damage to her. Then also something else you want to do is you want to actually have a good companion with you on the field. So as you have gone through the event missions, you should have been able to get characters that will join you during Mega Monster battles. So for this, I have actually used Ifram. So Pucci will be joining us on the field. The reason why I've joined Pucci is because his attacks his attack is Heaven and Hell Punishment slash, so that will actually do 2 attacks, so 2 chances in order to actually get a hit on Perselia. So that's actually something that's going to be beneficial. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead into this battle. So here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So hopefully things do actually go well. So pretty much first I'm going to go ahead and set everything up for this particular battle. So first things first, I'm actually going to go ahead and use attack with my dragon. So level up. So let's put you down. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, use the Dragon Roar. So give me a protective shield, and also focus as well as increase attack power. So here, going to just go ahead and attack. Hopefully here, maybe about 60,000 damage. Yeah, 61,000. And then here, what I'll do is I will actually go ahead and use Protective Shield. So with Thunder and Raging Winds, Stand Firm will not be effective, but as long... Okay, good. So actually no one there was actually paralyzed, so that actually really does help me out. But now I'm just going to be followed by a lot of spells. So here I'm actually in a very good situation. And Mahotora also ineffective. So here, going to go ahead, attack. So 84,000 damage. Leveled up. So you see there was one miss, but I was still able to attack, so that actually did help out. Here, this probably about 90,000 damage. Ooh, 131,000. Nice. Then here, what I'm going to do is, let's see. Here, what I'll do is I'm actually going to go ahead and attack. And then here, what I'll do is I'm actually going to go ahead, use Stand Firm again. So here, what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead. So here, the damage isn't going to be as much as it should be, since I have consecutive Mara attacks. But still, this should be doing okay damage. Not bad. But here, leveling up again. So that's really helping out me out there. Hopefully, one of these attacks can land. Okay, good. And then 89,000. So now with that there, I'm going to use Grand Inferno. And now Mikazuki's charge is actually at level 0. So now she actually has just missed a turn here. So just going to go ahead and attack. So going to use Draconic Burst. So with this here, I don't have to worry about consecutive attacks, so things should be actually okay here. So here as well, what I probably might do, here I'm actually going to go ahead and heal up. So there, she got her charge back, I believe. Yes. But possibly this turn, I can actually take her out. So in this case, my Mobius attack will not actually work. So what I want to do here, going to just go ahead and attack here. So 26,000 damage. Here, going to go ahead and attack. And here, going to go ahead, heal up. And with that there, down. Okay. So this Mega Monster is worth 60,000 XP. So Perselia is a purple soul. Here I got a D. Okay, so that was my battle against Goddess Perselia. So here things actually did work out well for my characters. So definitely what really helped out here was having differences, of course, the differences between the attributes with some of the characters, but also what really helped out was with my Guardian being able to use Stand Firm to take in damage from the enemy. So that actually did work out quite well, especially with the spells. So for the most part, my team didn't take a whole lot of damage altogether, and I had no one in any critical situations, no one near death, and no one who died at all. So that actually really did work out. And like I said, the strategy was having to pretty much bring her charge level down to 0, in which she would actually lose a turn, giving me extra opportunity to get more attacks in on her. So that actually again worked out quite well. So besides that, things like I said, again, having Poochie on as your character to help you out in battle is helpful because he does 2 attacks. So just in case, so with Mikazuchi having a higher evasion rate, she might actually miss. You can miss 1 attack, but with the 2 attacks, there's a higher chance of at least one of them connecting. So that's actually quite important. So with that said, what I want to do is actually go over the S-grade version of the soul, though I actually do not have the S-grade version. I only have an A-grade version in my inventory. So here, just want to go ahead, check this out. So right over here, so this is going to be A grade, but S grade stats I will be going over. So since this is a purple soul, your major stats are going to be your max MP, your magic power, and also in here you're going to have agility and dexterity. So your max MP is going to be 104, your max or your magic power 162, that's actually quite high, your agility 107, and your dexterity 97. So for the actual stats that you have or abilities, you're going to get plus 10% to spell damage, plus 5% to skill spell crit damage. You're going to get plus 20% resistance to sudden death, and then you're also going to get plus 10% resistance to debuffs. So that's going to be actually not so bad as well, especially with the increased damage to critical spell crits. So definitely once I get an S-grade soul, I would like to try using it on a spellcaster. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So for the next video, it will either be going over, let's see, most likely going to be going over some of the new features, if not possibly a new Hokuto ruler that is coming up very soon. So please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.